welcome back to Paris, the main venue here in Paris. Now we're gonna eat the main thing we are for. So come with me. Here. Ta-da-dum. So let's see what there is. Whoa. This is French. It's French and good. If there's one thing that is common to China and France, is that the food is extremely good. I can tell you that. So as somebody who's always between France and China, I'm actually one of the lucky people in the world. Now. Ooh. Some food from Sichuan and a lot of different, what we call in China, we call it chuar. Chuar is like skewers, you know. Okay, now our main event of the food area. The main event of the food area. Okay, I'm going to say the word in Chinese is Nanxiang Xiaolongbao. You know what that is? So, it basically comes from Shanghai, and we have an old master of this style from Shanghai, and there's some soup inside the small dumplings, and they're steamed. It's so good, I'm telling you. It's all my memories. When I arrived in Shanghai in 1999, this is one of the things I love to eat. But it's not easy to eat because there's soup in there. So you have to use chopsticks, and you have to make sure you don't make drill a hole through it, right? Because you want to drink, you want to be able to have all the soup in your mouth. You don't want it to drop in the plate, right? And sometimes, like here, you're gonna eat those, you don't even have a plate. So let's see how it is. Ooh. You see how many people are queuing for this place? This is how you know how good it is. I think we can interview the master. Let's see who we can interview. Ooh. 你好. Wow, 辛苦啦. 非常辛苦, wow. 您是专程从上海过来拍的吗？
对啊，我是来自上海城隍庙豫园的。
哇，那是最地道的地方哈。
对，我们家有123年的历史。
哇哦，就一直做这个。
主营小笼包，还有其他小点心，还有点菜品。
那我想 ，OK， 我逐渐跟我们的观众朋友们翻译一下啊，这个，So what I'm going to translate while I'm interviewing her family. They have been doing this for over 130 years, but she's telling me there's not only those 小笼包, it's called, you know, those little style, those type of dumplings, the small ones, because it's not all. There are different terms, I am sure, in English, but I'm going to say dumpling is a generic term, but there are other words. And it's steamed, look at this. It's steamed, and so they also have different types of delicacies, but this is the main one. And it's Qinhuai Miao, or Qinhuai Temple in Shanghai. This is the most famous location for that. 我可以问一下您，就是大家可能好奇的一个点，就是这个汤是不是这里边有汤，对吗？
有。
那个汤怎么放进去的呢？
是用猪皮冻，是用猪皮，然后加水，然后用配方，然后熬制4个小时。
所以现在等于是，您现在包起来的时候，我看上去是没有汤的，
对，
但蒸好以后就有汤。
受热以后，固体就变成液体了。
Wow, so this is so interesting. I never knew that because there's soup in there, and I was always curious. How do you put the soup in there? Do you do you inject it with a needle or something? No, they're saying they have some form of. It's made with pork skin, and it's in a solid form. So it's actually already in that. So we don't see it. But once so the transparent yeah, so the colorful part is of course is the meat, but the transparent part, that is the part that is gonna melt and be the soup inside the dumpling. It's quite interesting. I never knew. I've been nearly 25 years in China. I never knew that. So wow. 您感觉在巴黎的体验如何呀？这段时间？
出乎意料。
是出乎意料的好，还是出乎意料的坏呢？
好，没想到法国朋友那么喜欢吃小笼包。
是吧 ？So I'm asking her her impression of Paris. She says, very surprising. So I'm not surprisingly good or bad. She says very, very good, and she's very surprised that French people love her 小笼包 that much. 对啊，所以在这里开个店嘛，你们家族在这儿开个店怎么样啊？
不是没有可能。
是吧？ Yeah, I'm suggesting they can actually open a shop here. She says, well, everything is possible. Oh, wow. You see the very traditional bamboo? 这竹子做的对不对？竹笼啊是木压的是吧？哦。So I thought it was bamboo, but she says it's actually wood. 你有数吗？就是昨天卖了多少个？我听说昨天人特别多。
我们第一天来没想到会那么好，因为我们就2个人，然后就准备了500个左右。嗯。没想到这2天那个就是客人多了，然后要将近1000个。
就是一天卖1000只啊？
就是5点到9点。
哇哦。
1000笼还是
1000只。Yeah, so those small dumplings, they roughly between 5 p.m. and 10 p.m. They sold 1,000, so it's way more than they expected. The first day she arrived here because they're here for a few months. First day she arrived, there were only 2 people, and then they realized no, it's not enough. We have to have more people. 所以后来增加了人手，对吧？
这个一时半会儿也教不会。
这是问题哈。
对。
But they cannot add more people because it's not easy to learn. It's not easy to master, to teach somebody just like that in a few days. That's the idea.
你知道怎么吃吗？
那要教一下大家。
我一直吃嘛，但有可能我的方法不准确啊。
小笼包在吃的时候大概是90度，然后吃的时候要用筷子把它反过来，先咬一小口。
哦，一直是要反过来的吗？
尽量反过来，否则我筷子用那么好，我也把它反过来，把汤喝掉，然后再放这2个。
哦，我好像一直是立起来的，忘了。Interesting. She was teaching me the right way, the proper way to eat those 小笼包, and indeed, I never was doing it the correct way. But I can guarantee that I was not wasting the soup. But anyway, I'm going to try her way. I'm gonna see what my way was, and we're gonna try her way.
好，那我们尝2个，好吧？
尝2个，为什么只尝2个呢？想要3个呢 ？They're restricted.
90度一个，2个就180度了。
是这么叠加的吗 ？Because they are trying to restrict me. Yes, I'm not as slim as I was 20 years ago, but yeah, they're saying I can eat 2. I said, why only 2? See? Indeed, that's only 2.
Sauce vinegar.
Oh, oui. Vinegar. 这一定要蘸醋。One thing that I learned when I arrived in Shanghai in 1999 is that you need dark vinegar. It makes all those things so good. 来点这个哦，好啊，谢谢你啊。
放在这个。
好嘞，我就这样哈。
对，放在那里。
Okay, so here you have, that's real vinegar, real good vinegar. Real vinegar from China. And we had the dao xiaomian, the noodles we just had from Shanxi. Dark vinegar, very dark vinegar is actually from Shanxi also, the real stuff, the very dark stuff. Yeah, I'm trying. Now, the first thing I'm trying to remember is that my way of eating it was always like this. So then I would do this, and maybe like this. This is, 所以你看吧，我一直是这样吃的。但是你就说，那你一开始加的时候就倒过来吗？
对。
哦，所以你蘸醋的时候也是已经倒过来的状态。
先慢一点加醋，先把汤喝掉，再
加醋。哦 ，OK。So actually, this is an interesting way. she says the vinegar, you don't have to do it right away. You can do it upside down, like she was teaching, because you want to drink the soup first. So you're gonna crack the skin and right away you do to drink the soup. And at that point you still haven't used the vinegar. So you see, I never did it like that. But I'm learning the right way from Shanghai. So. Okay, I already drank the soup. Now, I'm sure that no soup.
喝完汤？
Huh? 喝完了? So now I can make sure that the soup is not going to get inside the. 我咬开了，哎，
滴出来让大家看。
太严了。
滴出来是吧？哦，那我下一个就这么做。She's teaching me. She's better than me with this. She knows how to do it for the camera. So the next part, yeah, you didn't see anything. I'm just telling you that I ate it. But okay, I'm gonna eat this one with vinegar. Yep. Now, then I'm going to break the skin with my teeth, but this time you're going to see the soup dropping down. I'm not going to drink it. See? Oh, do you see? Now look at my vinegar. Look how much there is. So when you break it with your teeth, really the first thing to do while your mouth is still there is to do and drink everything. Anyway,
是上海的味道吗？
绝对是上海的味道。
上海讲得好。
哎，可以。I'm practicing my Shanghainese. I can speak a little bit of Shanghainese. I understand it better than I speak, but anyway, it's definitely the typical Shanghai flavor. C'est bon. 哎，那我再教你一句法语吧。
好，
Il y en a pas assez.
有的巴克西，
Il y en a pas assez. 你先学了，我再告诉你什么意思。你放心，不是坏的。Il y en a pas assez.
有的巴克西，
Pas assez.
巴西，
你知道什么意思吗？就是不够，哎，不够。Bravo， 他的直觉是对的，他是有经验的。So I'm sorry, I have to speak in English. I was teaching her if you speak French, il y en a pas assez means it's not enough. But she didn't know what she was saying. I said, well, you learn first and then I'll tell you what it is. So once she said it the right way, I asked her what it meant and she actually guessed it right. So yeah, not enough. I need some more.
And we are back with a bang in Budapest. Or is it Budapest? Nobody really knows. But here we are, and we are back again, and we have an expert here, and we have a wonderful dragon, obviously, and this guy is the special attraction of the whole event. So let's ask our expert about this particular dragon. What can you tell us about this dragon? Oh, by the way, her name is Yanka. She's the expert. She speaks perfect Chinese, perfect English, perfect Hungarian. So take it away, guys.
So, hi everyone. I'm Yanka Magyari from the Cassino Europe ECT Development Center. We are the main organizer of the Year of the Dragon Lantern Festival here in Budapest.
Okay.
And yes, this is our main attraction. This dragon is really special. Its name is the Auspicious Dragon. This is the official mascot of the 2024 Year of the Dragon,
Okay.
Chinese New Year, because this is an auspicious dragon, and
Our
as
favorite
you can
word.
see, yeah. So as you can see, it's special because it's a custom-made dragon. Later we can see that our festival has many other dragons too.
Okay.
And this is special because it's custom-made, it's handmade for this event specially. You can take a look at these colors. There are three main dominant colors: the yellow, the red, and the blue. The color yellow is associated with the Chinese emperor.
Okay.
Yeah, and
All of them? All the emperors, or?
well, yes, actually, yeah. And the other color is red. It's also like the official color of the Chinese New Year, and because it's one of the most prosperous and the most wealthy and the best color actually in Chinese
Right.
culture.
We're all wearing red.
Yeah.
That's probably why. Okay.
And the third color, what I mentioned, was blue. And blue is associated with the heavens, because dragon is a celestial being. It's, it's like non-existent, but it's still here. So I think it's a really interesting manifestation of a non-existent symbol, an animal, a force, which is really important in Chinese culture.
Very good. Any follow-up questions there? Our lucky dragon?
Well, I heard that the dragon is the only sign in the Chinese zodiac which is non-existent. So can you tell us more about it, maybe?
Yes, actually I think it's a really interesting question of yours. As I mentioned, that the dragon is a celestial being, so we cannot say it's true or it's like like a living animal, but it has a really ancient tradition in Chinese culture.
Right.
Many ancient legends and myths are talking about dragons, and I think that humanity as a collective, we all love dragons, right?
That's true.
What do you think, guys?
That's true. That's true. That's
Yes,
true.
we need to light up.
Behind us, we have some dragons as well, don't we?
Yes, you
Okay.
can also see some depicted dragons.
Right here, actually.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. So we also made a little competition during our main event. This was a Lantern Festival. This was a Lantern painting event with the.
Is this a competition or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So because there are actually overall 300 lanterns
Okay.
exhibited here, like
Okay. Well, that's a
here.
lot.
Yeah, and you can see the most beautiful ones here because this was a competition, and this was a competition for Hungarian high schoolers.
Okay.
And also like more like younger ages and generation. We made it with the Chinese tourist office here in Budapest.
Okay.
And it's also like really special. I think you can just take a look at one of those. And
Okay, but first let me
yeah.
ask you, how long did it take to organize this event?
Yeah, so the time for this event, we had really little time. So we only had 2 weeks
Okay.
to organize the whole.
You did all of this in 2 weeks?
Yes.
Including all the animals and all the
Yes,
lanterns?
yes.
How many people worked on it?
Over 30 people.
Nice.
Yeah, so
Okay, and how many visitors? Do you have any idea?
like visitors,
Yeah,
like
like
on a daily scale.
What would be the average, yeah?
Yeah, we are hoping that like every day can come inside like 1,500.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so and we are hoping that the number will grow.
Sure. Like prosperity in the year of the
Yes,
dragon. Okay,
definitely.
so let's just check out some of these Chinese writings.
Yeah, so I really like that you just like you are mentioning the writing.
Okay.
Because as you can see, so these lanterns are painted by Hungarian children, right?
Right.
And they are not familiar with the Chinese writing.
So how does that work?
But they were trying. And
okay.
I really like this one here. This is the year of the
Is that the
dragon.
phoenix?
Yes, exactly.
All right.
You are the expert here, right?
Yeah.
And
I had
yes,
some help.
Aniko, you can help me. Yes. And the little girl also wanted to paint how to write, the
okay.
phoenix, the characters.
So it says phoenix right there.
It says phoenix.
All right. So what does the phoenix symbolize?
Yes, thanks for your question, because
You're
phoenix
welcome.
is also a very important symbol in Chinese culture.
Okay.
Because next to the dragon, the dragon is the symbol for the emperor.
Right.
And in ancient time, the phoenix was the symbol for the empress.
Okay.
And
so that's a
there are
big.
like some ongoing heritage here, because the phoenix also a wedding symbol. So when Chinese people they are going to marriage.
Okay.
Yeah. The symbol of the phoenix is also represented.
Okay.
So that's why there's a phoenix lantern out there too.
Yes, also
the
that's
Phoenix
why.
Lantern.
Yeah. It's also a really a wealthy and a good sign, because it's also like the phoenix bird is also in our imagination, right? It represents the rebirth, and it's a really graceful animal. So we also hope that the grace of the phoenix and the dragon.
You
as
rise
they
like a
unite-
phoenix, right?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, they can bring more luck to us in the upcoming new year.
Okay, I wish we could stay here a little bit and see all of these lanterns, but we have a lot to see. So let's, please, ladies first, let's find one of the, probably the biggest, or maybe not counting the dragon. Okay,
And the
might be
Egyptian one.
the Egyptian one, the second, or then the third biggest lantern here, which is on
The biggest animal on Earth,
Earth,
and
which
it's
is
actually the elephant,
the
right?
an elephant.
Yeah,
Yes.
and the elephant is also like the symbol of the Budapest garden,
Okay.
and you can see it.
Do you mean the biodome or the Budapest Zoo or what exactly?
Yeah, the Budapest Zoo.
Oh, the
Yeah,
zoo.
sorry,
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like a mascot kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
an old logo of it.
Oh, it's on the logo.
Yeah. And if you enter the main gate, this is like the elephant gate. So the elephant here is the patchwork elephant. You can see
Okay.
also the color purple here.
Who did this? This is very difficult to make.
Yes, definitely.
How many people worked on this?
On this, I think at least 10. Yeah.
At least 10.
Yeah.
That's
So it's not easy, right?
a lot of patience, right?
Yeah.
These guys have.
Definitely, because it's also like an art, They are
Yes.
all, every lantern is a work of art.
Big ears. Look at that. And the eyes are
Yeah.
green.
Yeah. You can see the wisdom in his eyes, right?
True.
Because elephant actually like represents wisdom in Asian culture. So
Okay. Oh, is it only in Asian culture? Or is it like globally?
I don't know. What do you think? I'm not sure.
I don't know, but let's just say it's in Asian culture.
Yeah, but like I think when we think
The
about
elephant memory, okay? In the West they
Yeah.
say elephant memory,
and
so
we all,
it
all
must be.
think about the big heart of the elephant, right?
Yeah, because it literally has a huge heart.
Yeah. And they also really patient.
Very
right?
warm-hearted animals.
Yeah.
Well, they carry all these people. Okay, so we are passing by the gate
Yeah,
again.
The magical gate.
The magical.
lotus gate.
Anything you would like to add about this?
Yes, the symbol of the lotus is also a very important symbol in Chinese culture. In Buddhism, it represents, because lotus comes from the mud, right?
Okay,
So it represents purity.
fantastic.
And I think it's a really, it's a beautiful symbol for our event, I think. Like
We
rising
see-
from the mud.
Yeah, we see them around. And is it edible too?
Yes, yeah. I
The
think,
seeds,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Because I remembered something when I was in China. I ate some lotus flower seeds
Yeah.
from the.
The seeds also,
Right.
but also like other parts, especially during winter time, during hot pot.
Okay.
You can also eat it,
Okay.
but you can also
put it in
eat
the hot pot?
bamboo, right?
Right. Okay.
As they are strolling by,
The pandas.
the pandas, yeah.
So what's the theme with the pandas? Is that a crown and a?
Yes, here there are like really cute pandas, right? Because they are all different kind of pandas.
Right.
And they are wearing all kinds of clothes.
Okay.
Some of them wearing traditional Chinese clothes.
Okay.
And I think it's really interesting and it's really cute, kawaii, because children like especially love it. Especially love this kind of lanterns.
Do they make photos and selfies when
Yes.
they? Okay.
Because
So
it's really
selfies
cute
are
for them.
encouraged here. Let's just say that.
Just like over
Which
there.
brings us here
Yeah.
to our selfie frame.
Yes.
Would you like to? I know.
Annika,
I know
would
you
you like to
wanna.
go
I know you
downstairs?
wanna do it.
Go where?
Go ahead. That's fine.
So, you know, in the year of the dragon, our framework is the dragon, right?
Yeah. Okay. So our lucky dragon is
Yeah.
behind.
And the sun is also like the symbol of love in Chinese culture. It's
Okay.
also really elegant.
It is. It is. It is. It is.
Yeah.
So a symbol of love.
Yeah.
Like the flowers you
Yes.
mentioned.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
It's
Yeah,
so interesting
yeah.
to see that everything has a meaning in the Chinese culture.
Yes, right? The colors, the animals, so they are all very symbolic and good auspicious sign for the new year.
And do you have a reason why you chose the color purple for
Yes,
the biodome?
thank you for your question. It's also a really good question. We choose the color of purple because there is a Chinese saying, 这个自动起来, and it means that let's welcome new and prosperous, wealthy, lucky energies for the new year. So
Okay.
it's also like a good luck wish.
Just one color means all of that.
Well, it's like it means like let's welcome the purple color. You know, like there is a purple haze coming inside.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay, what are these guys on? I'm sorry. Did you want to say something else?
No, about the birds, but let's first talk about what you just mentioned.
Right.
Because you
I'm
have
looking
the
up
eyes of
and-
the eagle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So-
Another bird. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes. Go ahead.
No. And so these lanterns are special because they are made from rattan, and rattan is a special material also from Asia.
Okay.
It's kind of like bamboo, and it's also like a very useful material. It's also really strong, as you can see, having them on the tree.
Yeah. Okay. But these are just white.
Yes, but the
Don't tell me white also represents something.
white is a
sure
purity,
I'm just
right?
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It must. It must. Okay. So back to the birds.
Yeah. So, because we are here at the Budapest Zoo, so our topic is right the year of the dragon,
Okay.
but the headmaster wanted to have more and more animals,
Okay.
animal-shaped lanterns, and he also an ornithologist. So
okay.
he specialized in birds, and that's why it's
Very
like
special.
yeah. So you can see many birds all over our exhibition.
Okay.
And flowers that you just mentioned. So flower, and the symbol of the flower is also, there is a range of symbols in Chinese culture, and every flower represents something else. It's also like, you know, connected with luck and also to like purity, you know, because flowers are also like blooming, right? So it's just like a more aesthetic nature. And
Okay.
it also like
Fertility, maybe.
yes, it can also be, but it's like if you put it in your area, you know, it will also like have to generate like more and more good and pure energies.
Okay. Very good. Very good. We are approaching some more pandas. These guys are bigger, and they have
Yeah.
bamboo trees right next
The
to them.
giant panda,
And then we have
right?
the flying, ascending balloons. And we're coming up to the Phoenix as well, guys, so stay tuned for sure. And on the side, we have some signs that explain what we can see. I'm sure the organizers had to spend significant time translating all these things and
Yes.
helping visitors understand what they see. Can
Thanks
you?
for mentioning
Yes,
it.
is there anything you can tell
yeah,
us about
because these tables contain 3 languages:
Okay.
English, Chinese, and Hungarian.
Right.
So, because you know, Budapest is also a multicultural city.
Yep,
So
it is.
we welcome everyone here. You know, just to take a look and enjoy the lights, enjoy the art of Chinese lantern, and let's celebrate and bring more and more happiness into our world and more harmony, as you can see, as you can hear it in the music.
Oh, this could have been our closing statement, but it will not be, obviously, because I'd like to know more about the Van Gogh. Is that a Van Gogh painting?
Yes, yes.
Tell us more about the Van
A
Gogh,
man of
please.
culture. Yes, the Van Gogh painting is also here to represent that the Chinese lanterns are actually they are a form of art. They are artworks,
Okay.
and what you can just like do with everything, you know, what you got.
Okay.
So I think it's also like really hard to make. And I would like to mention that our lanterns here, they are all handicrafted.
Okay.
So they are not produced.
Right.
Yes.
That's very important, I think.
And they also, like in 2008,
Okay.
the Chinese government.
Let's get a shot
named
with the
it-
phoenix. I'm sorry. Yes, go ahead.
definitely.
The Chinese government? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So they named it as a intangible cultural heritage.
Oh,
As
wow.
like TCM, like Chinese medicine, or Chinese like
Priceless.
Yeah, no. So it's
can't
like it's deeply
the
rooted
price
in
tag on it.
Chinese culture.
Okay.
So
And it will
this
live
is a
forever.
China, yes.
Okay.
This is a China gift to the world.
Super. More elephants on the side.
Yeah, the Indian elephant, right?
Indian or Asian, we had a big debate on that.
Okay, yeah.
But the result is that it's Asian because India is in Asia. So
Yes, definitely.
here we go. Okay. That's very good.
Yeah, we have the fountain of pandas here. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw the fountain. Does that have some kind of a significance? Because
I think it's just
now I just imagine that everything does.
Yes,
Even the things that I
definitely.
don't think they do.
Because I think it like represents flowing, the
Okay.
flowing of energy, the flowing
Energy
water.
flow. I knew it.
Definitely.
That would be something.
And like I think it's also like looks like little treasures, right? And panda is the treasure of China. They are really important.
Right. Okay, so put one thing to bed once and for all, please. You're the expert. Answer this question.
Okay.
Is it true that all pandas belong to the Chinese government? Or not the government, but China as the
Yes, because
country?
Yeah, because they are Chinese, right?
Okay.
But,
So they do.
Yeah, but the pandas can go on a worldwide tour,
Right.
Go to other countries.
Uh-huh.
And this is like the gift from China to every country that we can preserve their really precious animals.
So what if a panda is born in China?
Well, he has the nationality, he has the Chinese
So
nationality, right?
it's still Chinese if it no, I'm sorry, in another country I meant. So if it's born outside of China, it's still in Chinese territory, so it's still
Well, it's
Chinese,
a really
right?
good question.
Okay.
I have to look at that because I'm not a
Okay.
panda expert.
Okay.
But if one panda will be born in Budapest, I can answer your question.
Okay, well, I hope so. Okay, so here we go. This is the biggest dragon, I think.
Yes.
Is it the biggest?
Yes. So
Okay.
we have also like two other dragons here. They are all 20 meters long.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, this is like the special, the most authentic Chinese dragon.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about it, I mean, because they have the serpentine shape. Yeah.
That was a question of mine. Remember Lucky Dragon? Like, why are they wavy
Yes.
all
Yeah.
the time? You never see a dragon straight.
Right.
So-
And it's really interesting because in Western culture, our dragons have wings, right?
Okay,
And
true.
that's how they can fly. But Chinese dragon, they can also fly, because I think they are just riding the wave of qi. So I
Oh,
think
I
it's,
see,
it's
the
really,
qi.
Yeah. So they are
Okay.
like, because they also represent.
It's here, right, somewhere.
If everywhere.
The chi.
So because they also represent the five elements, like fire, water, earth, wood, and metal.
Mm-hmm.
And our dragons can also represent these elements here.
Okay.
So they actually like they just like emerging with the elements. So it's hard to take them apart.
So which animal would you say is more important in Chinese culture, dragon or panda? You don't have to choose. It's
I
a tricky
think they are
question.
both really important, because on the metaphysical scale, the dragon,
Okay.
and on the physical scale, the pandas.
She got out of it very, very smartly. Is there anything else you would like to know? Lucky Dragon?
I can't think of anything.
We have so much information. Well, if this is it, then we'll go to another city, but we will be back, so stay tuned, and 再见.
再见，新年快乐。
欢迎回到巴黎主会场 ，Teaching you Chinese again. Welcome back to the Paris main venue. We're in Paris, the Jardin d'Acclimatation, but actually today it's totally Chinese. So here we are together again. Let's go. I'm following you.
Yeah, of course. So now we're at the Nine-Turn Bridge, and that is the Lake Art Pavilion. These two are the most famous architecture in the Shanghai Yuan Garden. So now we are walking in this zigzag bridge. And according to folklore, this kind of bridge is built to, confound the evil spirits that can only follow a straight path.
I see.
Yeah, and there's another saying that this kind of non-linear design actually comes from the Zen philosophy, because when we are walking in a zigzag way, it actually slows your pace down and helps you focus on here and now. So it's a really great philosophy in the Chinese culture.
That's interesting. So it's in Chinese, it's called 九曲桥.
Yeah, exactly. It's called 九曲桥.
So the 9 bending bridge, or
9 bending or 9 turn bridge.
9
So
turn
you
bridge.
turn 9 times when you are walking.
Okay, so now I feel better. All the evil spirits cannot follow me. Right?
Of course.
Well, we made already 1 turn. So the evil spirit is left there. We're fine now. So 九曲, so in Shanghai, Chenghuang Miao, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
Yuan Garden.
Yuan Garden, yeah. In Yuan Garden, you have that. So that's you have the French one. Oh, something we can mention is actually there are QR codes here. So if we take we could do that. 我们可以拍下来这个，是不是？就是它这个二维码。So if you take that, we will maybe have another demonstration later. But all those QR codes here can actually lead you to some form of AR interaction online, so you can learn more. So how many turns now?
9 turns.
9 turns?
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we going?
So now we are entering a very beautiful flower path.
I
And
see.
on the left side, you can see iris. That is the national flower of France.
This I never knew. I was preparing for this, and I actually learned that it was the official flower for the French, I think it's the Bourbon dynasty, or anyway, I never knew it was the emblem, the national emblem at that time.
Yeah. And on the right side, we can see many beautiful peonies in vibrant colors. And peonies are a really important symbol in Chinese culture because they are very famous for the vibrant colors. And
So what's the name of it? What's
Mudan in
Mudan?
Chinese.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how do you say it in English? I never knew in English.
peony.
Peony. Okay.
Peonies.
Okay. So Mudan Hua. So Mudan also has many colors.
Yeah, but like mostly they are red. So it represents, prosperity and wealth and good fortune in the Chinese culture.
I see. So we are talking about the classic of mountains and seas. This is the area, right?
Yeah, this area is called the Spirits of Mountains and Seas, and it draws inspiration from the classic of mountains and seas.
This originates from over 2,000 years ago.
Exactly. So the classic of mountains and seas is a very classic Chinese text, and it is also a compilation of mythologies. So it actually records many geographical overview in the pre-Qin dynasty period, that is 2,000 years ago, and it also demonstrates a very rich imagination of the ancient Chinese people. As you can see, all of these beautiful fish, beautiful bees, all come from this classic of mountains and seas.
I see. Many different types of beasts.
Yeah.
Fish are also beasts.
Yeah, of course. Actually, the classic of mountains and seas is made up from the classic of mountains and seas. So these are actually marine creatures, and they all
Yes.
come from the sea part.
The sea part. Okay. So, this is quite bigger than I imagined. So this path, all this part is marine, right? So they explain it. See, they explain the different types of fish in French also. Flying fish. Let's see. It's actually many people passing by in there. They're all very nice, trying not to disturb us.
Look at that cute crocodile. This red
Oh, that's a
one.
crocodile.
Yes,
Okay,
that's a crocodile.
that's a cute crocodile. Indeed. 好 Q 啊。Okay.
Now we are arriving at Bailu, the white deer.
White deer. Okay.
Very majestic white deer leading a group of little fawns. And I think it's a very interesting picture of a harmonious family.
But this one brings happiness.
Yes, exactly. So Bailu is a very auspicious animal in the Chinese culture because legend has it that it can live up to 1,000 years, but only when it reaches the age of 500 can it turn entirely white. So
I see.
This white deer over here has already lived more than 500 years.
So I'm white. Maybe I'm already over 500 years old. That's a bad joke, I know. Anyway, yeah, because it's we can mention exactly the Bai Lu. Bai is white, but you know there are in Mandarin Chinese there are 4 different tones. So you have Bai, 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 right? If you take the same pronunciation, but you have 4 tones.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's in Mandarin Chinese, Bai. So this is the second tone that is that goes upwards. This is the color white, and Bai, Bai means 100. So it's kind of a homonym. It sounds basically very closely to the same. And Lu is also Lu can be a deer, but Lu can also mean happiness and
exactly.
Yeah, good fortune.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the pronunciation of Bai Lu really echoes with Bai Lu, which means hundreds of blessings. So the white deer is a really good, really auspicious animal in the Chinese culture. Actually,
So,
there's a QR code here. You can scan
I was
it.
exactly preparing
Yeah.
that. Let's see. Oh, now I can open it. Lantern We Bar. 允许访问. Allow to access. Scan the text sign. Oh, okay. Here. So. Just scan it like this. Hold your phone. Okay.
Actually, if you try to lift up your mobile phone and scan that white deer, there's a AR effect here.
Oh. So let's try other places. Oh. Okay. Wow. So this part I think is basically over. This is another small part we did.
Yeah, so now you'll proceed to our most legendary part of the lantern sets.
Yes, but here I think we have to go to another city first and then we'll be back. See you in a minute.